Welcome to episode 27 of the Tax Smart Daily, a daily video series for real estate investors to learn how to be tax smart. I'm Brandon Hall, and before we get started, I invite you to join our Tax Smart Facebook group and our Tax Smart newsletter. Links to both of those are in the description of this video. Additionally, if you have any comments or if anything that I say resonates with you, drop me a comment below. I really appreciate the folks that take 10 to 30 seconds out of their day to engage with me. You are my oxygen. You keep bringing me back to the table to do more of these videos. Lastly, hit that subscribe button. I don't want you to miss any future videos that we drop. We've got the daily series, podcasts, live Q&As, webinars, all sorts of good stuff that you don't want to be missing if you're a real estate investor. Today's topic is about real estate professional status. Specifically though, if you have a W-2 job and that W-2 job was with a real estate developer, does that help you qualify as a real estate professional? Now, this is coming out of our Facebook group, the Tax Smart Facebook group, so make sure that you join that. But really good question. And first, let's explore why are we even asking this question. So again, the question is, I've got a W-2 job with a real estate developer. Do the hours that I spend at my W-2 job help me qualify as a real estate professional? Now, the reason that we're asking this question, in order to qualify as a real estate professional for tax purposes, you have to spend 750 hours in real property trades or businesses and more time in real property trades or businesses than you do anywhere else. So if I have a full-time W-2 job, and let's say that's 2,000 hours, right? So 2,000 hours at my W-2 job. In order to meet that second test, the more time in real property trades or businesses than anywhere else, then I'm gonna have to spend an additional 2,001 hours in real estate. I'm gonna have to exceed the W-2 hours that I'm logging unless my W-2 hours count towards these tests. So if my W-2 hours don't count towards these tests, I've got 2,000 hours logged, and I've got to hit 750 hours in real property trades or business and more time in real property trades or businesses than anywhere else. That second piece of it means that I've got to spend an additional 2,001 hours to exceed my 2,000 hours that I spent at my W-2 job. And that's going to be really tough to do. Tax courts don't look kindly on folks that try to claim that they spent more time in a real property trade or business than they did at their full-time W-2 job. So the question is, what if my W-2 job is being a real estate developer? I work for a real estate developer, and we've gotten questions in the past in terms of like, I work for a property management company, I'm a W-2 employee. I work for a builder and I'm a W-2 employee. So the good news is that those are all real property trades or businesses. The bad news is that those hours will not count towards the real estate professional status test, the 750 hours or the more time than anywhere else, unless you own 5% of the employer. And this is detailed in IRC section 469, C7 Cap D2. So unless you own at least 5% of the employer, your hours will not count towards the 750 hour test, nor will they count towards the more time in real property trades and businesses than anywhere else. So to answer the question, if I am a W-2 employee and I work for a real estate developer and I don't own 5% of the employer, then the hours that I'm spending actually count against me for the purposes of that second test, more time in real property trades or businesses than anywhere else. So I can spend 2,000 hours being a W-2 employee for a builder, a property manager, a development company, but now I've got to go and spend an additional 2,001 hours in my own rental real estate, or I've got to be a broker, or I've got to own 5% of some real property trade or business that I spend at least 2,001 hours in. So I've got to exceed my W-2 job because I don't own at least 5% of the employer, even though it's a real property trade or business. A little weird, I know, but that's unfortunately how it works. Thanks so much for watching this episode of the Tax Smart Daily. If you have any comments or questions, or if anything that I say resonates with you, please drop me a line below. Really enjoy engaging with our community. Speaking of community, make sure that you join ours. Check out the links in the description of this video. Follow us online, join the Facebook group. We definitely love to have you there.